really great that to hear yourself and Holly had Leo. What's that experience been like raising Leo so far? It must be so such a great time in your life to see bringing a little one into the world and being able to raise them.
Oh man, I pinch myself every day. I think back to, I guess, this time last year when Holly was pregnant, and I was just so excited to meet that little fella. Well, I didn't know it was a little boy at the time, but you know that little thing that was inside her belly, and mate, now he's out. He's just got the best personality, and like I take my hat off to any mother and father out there. Like, it is not easy at all. It is the most rewarding thing ever. And I can tell you right now, one thing that is much, much harder than doing an Ironman race is trying to get Leah to sleep at night. Man, I've spent there's been nights where I'd be in there for an hour, hour and a half, trying to bounce him and get him to sleep. I'm just absolutely drenched in sweat. And mate, the kid just didn't want to go to sleep. So I take my hat off to any parent out there that's been there, done it, in the trenches, soon to be. It's a bloody exciting time of your life.
Yeah, I see all the Instagram stories, mate. I mean, you're so invested in Leon. It's so great to hear. How has that translated across to, I guess, your thoughts? And I think this will help a lot of if there's any parents out there with real young children that they've just brought into the world, starting to get them involved in swimming and water sports and water safety. What's your kind of stance on that, and what's your approach going to be with Leo?
Yeah, it's a good question. A good friend of mine, he's just actually opening up a new learn to swim facility called Aquaculture Swim, and that's on the northern beaches. And man, they start from, he opens in, I think, like 10 days from now, and we've already got Leo enrolled, ready for his first learn to swim class. So, mate, I'll be getting him in the water from 9 months old. Like he already loves being in the water with myself and with Holly. Whether it's the bath, the ocean, or the pool, he loves it. But I don't want to be that dad that, because I love the water and love the ocean and I have done, surf lifesaving and Ironman racing. I don't want to be that dad to push him down that road. I want him to feel comfortable with other people in the water and, really just want to be there himself. Again, it will be a non-negotiable in terms of, getting him to swim competently. And this is one thing that I guess address with him when he's old enough, but it's like, there is nothing more rewarding in life than pulling someone out of a rip, than saving someone on the beach, and bringing them back to shore to live, to see another day, to go home to their families. There's been times of training, man, where we've pulled someone out of a rip. They might not have been far off the shore, but it's like, if you'd left them, man, they might not have gone home to their family that night. So if I can raise Leo with that kind of mindset, I wanted you to be strong in the water, whether you use it in racing or in everyday life. I don't really care, but I want you to be competent and be able to save someone's life if need be.
Yeah, regardless of being whether he's an elite, Ironman athlete, but you just want him to learn to swim and be competent and safe in the water. It's really pertinent for me too. I guess one of my own personal stories is that it's really vivid. When I was in Fiji as a youngster, my dad dived into the pool with all his clothes on. I really remember it vividly, with his shoes on, shirt, shorts, to save my sister. So I think dad or mum, she must have gotten into the water and they weren't watching, and she didn't have her floaties. But she was in the water without those and just went straight to the bottom. And dad dived in with all his clothes on, and dad's brought me up around the surf clubs as well, and helped me become a confident swimmer in that respect. So I think it's really good to advocate for teaching our kids to be stronger swimmers. And we'll plug aquaculture in the show notes so people can jump on board with that and get involved with your mate's business that he's starting up.
Absolutely.